And thousands go online to say why they're mad about Singapore. The organizer of a new exhibition will be here in the studio to tell us more about a community that's celebrating Singapore through Instagram. Stay with us. Welcome back to Singapore Tonight. Thanks for staying with us. Now, people who are mad about Singapore in a good way have been given the chance to show it in public. Their Instagram snaps of what they love about Singapore or what gets them excited about the country are the focus of an exhibition at Raffles City.
Now, it was organised by a community of local Instagrammers called InstaSG. And here to tell us more is the group's community manager, Ben Lau. Ben, thanks for joining us on the show.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Ben, tell us what sets this show apart from all the other photo exhibitions out there in Singapore?
Well, Mad About Singapore 2015 is actually a photo exhibition that showcases everything about Singapore. So from an entry of over 12,000 photos, we selected 100 photos to display on the exhibition.
Right, so you mentioned that 100 will have been chosen to be put on display. How did you actually go about selecting them, choosing them?
Well, the selection, we actually try to get the community to get involved in the judging phase. So we invited 17 active and influential Instagrammers to do a selection. So each of them selected 20 photos. We have around over 300 photos for the first selection. After that, we go for a second round with the representative from the partners and sponsors to do a second round for selection to get 100 photos for this.
But what are you looking for specifically in a photograph? Are you looking for some kind of element, a photographic element or a style perhaps?
Well, firstly, we want a surprise element that says, wow, this is Singapore. And then from there, we want something very significant about Singapore as well, the HDB, and then some food element, and of course, what happened this year, of course, the SG50 kind of issue.
Yeah.
And at this exhibition, we also focus on 6 Instagrammers where we showcase their work from 6 different genres. We call it Instagrammers of the Year. So we highlight their works and also display on the exhibition. And also our partner, PUB, actually they launched a book called SG Blue Spaces over here. Right. So it's about a water-related kind of photo book. Photos are contributed from the Instagram community as well. Right. So we try to create a very imaginary 4 seasons in Singapore based on our photos in Instagram.
Right. Ben was just talking about all those photos on Mad About Singapore and talking about how they represented Singapore in one way or the other. I've actually been on there and I've seen a couple of pictures and really you do get a sense immediately by looking at the picture that it is a picture taken in Singapore. For example, an HDB backdrop, food. Singaporeans like to do that a lot, take photos of their food. But Ben, InstaSG is an example of an online community. How important is it, you think, to continue cultivating such communities?
Well, as a non-profit and non-commercial group, so we try to create a community that connects Instagrammers together. So, and create a platform that can really raise the profile of Singapore Instagrammers in the Instagram space and as well as online or even in real life.
Why do we need to raise that profile though?
Well, a lot of people actually use Instagram just for daily lives, but there are a group of Instagrammers who actually like to showcase their creativity. So in this sense, there's a platform for us to put our photos there, be creative and show what we actually are.
Right.
So being creative and sharing that creativity is a big part of forming that online community. Do you have any other tips, for others perhaps who might want to form some type of online community in the same way on Instagram?
Well, I can only share our experience is we engage with Instagrammers very regularly. So we try to create a conducive environment and also an open environment as well. So apart from that, we try to get them involved in the community. Like for example, this exhibition, we get them to choose photos. We get them to be a registration or even help us to take photos during the event. So we try and get them to have a sense of belongings to this community. So it actually creates a sustainable way.
So both online as well as offline platforms as well. So meetups perhaps, and you mentioned taking photographs at events. How do you ensure it provides value to the wider community?
Yeah, like what you say, we have so-called Insta meets where we meet up with people around Instagrammers and we go out for walks. And from there, we actually bring the online social media from their mobile phone into real life where they meet around and then they actually creates a friendship and bonds out of it. So from there, they actually expand their network. And from there, for future collaborations, it's actually a limitless kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. Wonderful collaboration indeed. All the best with it. I understand that the exhibition is on till tomorrow, 2 p.m.
Nope, actually tomorrow
later?
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Yes.
All right, until 9
We'll be
p.m.
there to take some photos as well. Do join us if possible.
Thanks so much for sharing that with us, Ben. We've been speaking there to Ben Lau from InstaSG, which organised the Mad About Singapore photo exhibition. And as you heard there, the show ends tomorrow at 9 p.m. Now, up next on Singapore Tonight,